I've been talking away for the last 10 minutes. Turns out, and I should know this, you actually have to press a big button saying go live rather than just assume it's gone live because you wanted it to go live. I must apologise. Although, I was saying the whole time, oh, such and such is saying such and such, and you were answering me as if I was live and you could hear me and everything. I do apologise, everyone. I was there being all smug and such a smart arse. No, I'm here on one time. I'm here at 9 o'clock on the dot. And I was, and I've been talking for 10 minutes, 12 minutes solid now. I just obviously wasn't here. Right, can you hear me? Can you see me? Loud and clear, thank you, Simon. I am such a moron. Oh God. Yes, I've been here all along. I've been wondering why nobody was telling me that they could hear me. I've been wondering why you were answering my questions slightly strangely. Anyway, I'll start again. I think I did a good 5 minutes on how I was enjoying my beer and I've had a hard week at work and that I deserved it. I hoped you all... Yeah, I did. Definitely jinxed it. Oh, such a smart arse I was. Anyway, we're all here now. I was 1 minute late because I went upstairs to get my fancy new Aquarium Adventures hoodie. What do you think? Quite the fashion icon. I'm sure this will be all the rage soon. Thank you, Phil. It fits lovely and it's very warm and cosy. I'm a bit too hot now. I'm getting a bit flushed. But anyway, we're here. Right, you can all hear me. You can all see me. Thank God. It turns out you do need to press a button. Who would have thunk it? I've only been doing this for 2 years or something. One day we'll do a live stream and I will get there. Right, so I'll go back through all that. Well, I won't actually because it was just me scrolling up and down through the chat going, oh, it's moving too fast, I can't see what's happening, and it was all you taking the piss out of me for not being here. And I didn't notice. But hello everyone, hello all the Smiths, hello Scott, Jennifer, Kaylee's here, Kaylee joined. That is not going to give you any advantage for tonight's competition. But you're not allowed to win tonight. If you do win tonight, it's a mega fix. I still want you to enter because I want to see whether or not you're some kind of extreme hacker and we haven't noticed. Or if, I don't know, if it's Nightbot that's just likes people called Kaylee, who knows? So we've got 38 people, so that turns out there was about 25 people watching nothing for the first 10 minutes of this, so thank you for that. I can't believe I got 16 likes out of that as well. So, no, I'm not dead. I'm definitely here. I'm just an idiot. See, let's see if we can catch up. He's a bit tied up with some tape, definitely. So, what I was trying to do was to show you... one of the things I've been trying to work on was to show you this
mystery box has turned up. I've taken the label off that had my address and stuff on it, and it's not that much.
This is what I got this week.
But I don't know what's in it.
You wrapped a parcel like that. What the hell?
Adventures, Reese, Fishman Aquatics. I just want to say thank you for the shout outs you've given us over the past couple of
So
years.
I got a mystery box, I got a little care package from Fishman Aquatics.
Cool centimetres
I am
thick,
not
the tape.
affiliated with Fishman Aquatics in any way whatsoever, but as you all know, Callum here, Scott's Smith's Fish Room. He's
Right,
selling, selling
I have been
anything.
hacking away at it for the best part of 5 minutes.
Sent me some
But let's
stuff.
continue, and then we'll open it up and see what there is. Got my special knife out now because the other one wasn't sharp enough.
I'll not make you watch this whole thing. If you want to watch this video, you can see it as a short.
I can only assume they had some kind of special sale on for clear packing tape.
You can go and watch that. It's a short on my channel. It's just a weird... you're a strange man, Callum. So, some things that he sent to me. For instance, we've got some nice, useful stuff. Escher, Escher NDX. I have found some planaria and we are going to kill them with this. That will be a video. But as well as that, a beef pot noodle. I really like pot noodles. I'm not the biggest fan of beef pot noodles. But I would normally eat it, but I'm just too scared to in case he's a murdering weirdo and he's poisoned it with something. So we might give that away tonight. That might be a prize. And this, Escher 2000. So we talked about Escher medicines, was it last week or the week before? Recently anyway. I really rate Escher medicines. I think they're really good. So we're going to give this away. This is the big bottle. It's what is it? 180 mils. Usually they come. I think it's like 10 or 20 mils or something like that. So we'll be giving this away as a prize later on, as well as some food and some other goodies and things like that. Right, big time fish keeper. I think you're going to get limited to begging for subs once every hour. You have to make other comments other than go and sub back to my channel, but do go and check out his channel. He's got some of my fish there as well, so you might see some of them. Chicken and mushroom, yeah, definitely. That's my one. That's what I prefer. Scott likes a Bombay bad boy. Yeah, definitely. I mean, as pot noodles go, I mean, not that I do like getting packages, and I must admit, anybody that sends me anything, I'm very grateful for it. But come on, it's not even a king pot, and it's the worst of all pot noodle flavours. But I am grateful. So yes, I had a plan, which I explained at length earlier, but nobody was here, obviously. This is hoodie zipped. It's very good. I did a great intro and everything where I sat here with my dark glasses on, looking all, oh yeah, with the hoodie on, but you missed it all. Anyway, I had a bit of a plan because somebody sent me one for something else completely, where we could do a tier list and rank some fish. So I posted it on Facebook. I posted it on various other places so as people could go and have a look and fill out their own tier list and rate the fish themselves, and we can maybe compare it. I've not looked, so I don't know if anybody's actually done it. So we'll do that shortly, but I'll just go through and make sure I've not missed any questions. Simon's saying I've got a question from Kevin. Let me go back up and find Kevin's. Hello Graham, will you be getting any new fish? I haven't got any new fish for a little while now. I was hoping that I was going to get some new endlers in, possibly some more tiger endlers, because they were very popular. I don't know if I just missed a message or something like that, but it didn't get sorted out, so I was hoping to get some new endlers and some dwarf water lettuce, or water lettuce, because I don't think there is such a thing as dwarf water lettuce. I think it's just small water lettuce. I was hoping that was going to come in this week, but no, and it's probably my fault because I'm just so busy I've not had a chance to do anything. Plus, I mentioned it before, I'm thinking of moving house soon, so I don't really want to be buying hundreds of fish to then have to worry about it. Although, tangent time, I'm moving house soon, hopefully. I haven't found a house to move to or anything like that, but we've been looking to move house, and I was thinking about maybe renting a place for 6 months or something like that, like a unit or a shop or somewhere to act as an intermediary and start moving my fish room out into this place, whether it's a garage, a shop, a unit, whatever it might be. Set up my fish room there, if you like, and move all my fish stuff out here, because I can't imagine if you go into a house that you're looking to buy and you see 3 million fish tanks, you think, this person's weird, and he's probably flooded this place a load of times, so I don't know if I want to buy this house. So I thought if I get rid of all my fish stuff, make it look like it's not a fish emporium, that might make the place more saleable, and it might make it easier to move, because then I don't have to move 30 fish tanks in one day. I'm hoping we can find some kind of specialist mover that will help me with the big fish tanks and all that kind of stuff. I really just want to, I'd probably pay 10 times more than I needed to just to have someone come in and do it all for us, but we'll see how that goes. Not found anywhere either to move to or to act as this temporary place. But there's loads of empty shops and loads of empty units and things like that. I thought I must be able to get like a short 6-month lease or something like that. And it could maybe even be a little studio for a little while, and I could do lots of setting up videos and all that kind of stuff. So to answer the question, no, I've not got any new fish. Hopefully I will get some new fish soon, but I probably won't be doing any bulk new fish until I sort out whether or not I'm moving and when I move. Beef is the worst flavour, yes. What are we saying here? Best tip ever, eat pot noodles with a spoon, thank me later. Are you crazy, Steve? Surely that can't be the thing. Callum says he stole it from another employee at Fishman. She was looking for it all week. Now I feel even worse. Do you want me to send it back? Get her to subscribe and I'll send it back. Simon says, touch your head. I don't get it. What? Is it because you can't see the top of my head? The Escher bundles are great, cheapest I can find. So yeah, Fishman Aquatics, they did send me all this. I'm not affiliated with them. I've not got a special deal or anything like that. Obviously, Callum's here, but I've never even been there. I've not been anywhere recently, but you know, it's just they've helped me out. I've gave them a couple of shouts out. I've enjoyed their stuff. Callum obviously is here and likes to torment me with various things. So yeah, if I can help them out with a little more publicity, then all the better. So they've got the website. Go and check out their website. There are some bundles in there which are good value. Callum also posts any deals that they've got on the Aquarium Adventures Facebook group. So they had a load of fish going cheap. Sorry, strange noise. They had a load of fish going cheap. Cheap. Earlier in the week, losing my train of thought. We've got some pea puffers in at the moment. Wink, wink. Oh, I was meant to get some pea puffers, and that never worked out. So I do want to up my numbers of pea puffers. I've just spent 5 minutes telling you how I'm not getting any new fish, and then go, oh yeah, pea puffers. Let's get 20. How's the human performing? Hopefully all right. Posh tonight with a glass of your beer. It's because this is my second one, and the first one, I don't know if it's a failing of me, so this I'll quite happily drink out the bottle, but the other one, it seemed extra fizzy, and every time I took a drink it went and sprayed all over me. So I poured it into there and I thought, well, I'll just keep the glass going. Have you all decided to play a game with me, of Simon Says? If you happen to sell the albino red melon discus when you move, I call dibs. Well, that is something that I have considered doing, is just selling up and starting again. But that might be a bit too drastic. Favourite fish to eat, guppy fry in a 40cm cube. My female betta doesn't really do the job well. I'm surprised by that, because guppy fry don't last long and when there's a betta around. My favourite fish to eat, guppy fry. I've always done really well keeping guppy fry alive. Lots of cover, basically, that's all that I ever do that's special. I'd go for some kind of dwarf cichlid, I think. They can be quite murderous at times, can't they? There you go, fishmanaquatics.co.uk. We've got Dawn here as well, have we? Big time fish keeper calls dib on the blue disc. I'm not selling all my discus. I will find somewhere to put them. Has Nightbot gone all funny again? I started stocking the mbuna, that's a word we all like saying, mbuna, last weekend. I'll start again. I started stocking on the mbuna tank last weekend, promptly followed by one of the LED lights falling on the discus tank. Failing. So another trip to the fish store has now seen a 59 watt Fluval Plant 3.0. They're very good lights. I mean, I don't know whether it's the Scotsman in me or what, but I always go for the nice cheap Nicrew ones because they do really well. But the Fluval planted tanks, not had one. The planted lights, not had one. But talking to people who have, they have always talked really well about the app that comes with them. I think the 3.0 is the ones with the app. And lots of options, so one day maybe we'll get there. Danny Ken Aquatics, hello yourself. Dave's discus, a big hello. Apologies for all the discus photos I post on the Facebook page. No one's got a problem with that, surely. Jennifer doing a great job modding, asking everyone to be a member so they get all the emojis. I missed a Simon Says there. I'm going to do it all. Simon Says, tell Callum to get me a jacket. Well, I was thinking about this, and I haven't discussed this with Phil at all, but I was wondering if we could do some kind of, I don't know, merch is really hard. That's why the only thing I keep here for merch is hats, because one size fits all. You don't have to buy lots of different hats. And when I've looked at it in the past, the only way I've been able to do it with towels is another one, because one size fits all, but Phil sorts that out for me. But the only way I've been able to do it with things like t-shirts, polos, anything that's clothes, is you have so many variations, and they have such, well, usually for me as an individual to go and talk to these companies, they're like, yeah, we can sort that out. You have to buy 50 of each size, and you're a bit like, phew, and you just be lumbered with thousands of pounds worth of stock without being able to do it. But maybe we could do something where if people are interested in getting hoodies or t-shirts or polos, and there are lots more options than the ones that we've got so far, maybe we could do some kind of advanced order, like let it run for a month, everyone can place their orders, and then at the end of the month we know what we have to buy, and then it might work out a little bit cheaper. I probably shouldn't be throwing this out here in the middle of a live stream, but yeah, Phil, get in touch if that's something that is easier or harder to do, and I'll shut up either way. Lee's got the Aqua Sky 2.0, turn off the blues a little bit, and then plant 3.0 on the planted discus tank. Yeah, there's an iCrew version of it. I used to have it on that tank, but I've not anymore. I've got it downstairs, and that's really good, but there's no app to speak of as such, but the actual light output, when I measured it, was really good. So I think that's what Fluval and all the big brands have got over people like iCrew. They've got the ancillary stuff is a little bit easier, so we'll see. Right, so I don't know if I've already mentioned it, but we did do, or I posted in the group earlier that I was going to rank some fish. So we will rank some fish shortly. Question from Paul Horrocks. Recently set up a 30-litre tank. Currently have endlers with the plan to add shrimp. pH is 7.8. Any recommendations? What shrimp? As I know some prefer softer water. I'm not hugely experienced with shrimp, so cherry shrimp, I've breed cherry shrimp for years, and they do really well, and they do really well in a load of conditions. So they're your neocardinias. So they're probably a good one to look at, because they don't really mind. They will, the word isn't assimilate, but let's use that. They will assimilate to a variety of water conditions and usually do quite well. You generally want harder water for most shrimp, because they are crustaceans and they do well with that. But you can get that from mineral blocks and the food that you use and all that kind of stuff. The Cardinia shrimp, they're the ones that need a lot more specific water parameters and won't tolerate anything outside of that. But I'm not really a shrimp expert, so I'd probably do a little bit more research before you look into that. But yeah, cherry shrimps and things like that are usually a lot more tolerant. Aquarium Adventures, look at a website called Teespring. They offer print-on-demand clothing for your merch. Well, I already use a company called Spreadshirt, which does the majority of my merch, so you can buy anything, but it's expensive, and well, it's expensive, and I don't get much money out of that. So if you buy a t-shirt there and it's £22 or something like that, I think I get £1.50 or something along those lines. Whereas the stuff that we've got here, this is proper embroidery. So Phil is just a subscriber. He reached out to me and said, I can help you out with this. He owns a print company, Elite Logos for You, and he sent me some polo shirts. This is obviously the hoodie with the embroidery, and it's so much cheaper than the Spreadshirt stuff, and it's so much better quality as well. But he's doing this as a favour for me. I don't want to put him out by having hundreds of people getting hundreds of different sorts of different lines. So I thought if we concentrated on polo shirts, everyone seemed to be really into the polo shirts. Towels, they seem to do really well with the embroidery, and they just look premium, they feel good. So if you have any printing needs, definitely go and check out Elite Logos for You. He's also helping me out with my, may as well talk about this now, helping me out with the labels for my food and stuff like that. But he's also come up with some of these. I don't know if you can see that as well. He's got some special stickers he included with my last order. So we've now got Aquarium Adventures Best Prize! As well as, I think, are these car stickers? I'm not sure. I've only just opened the package yesterday because I've just been so busy. But I follow Aquarium Adventures. So, while stocks last, any food orders, you're going to get one of these probably. But we'll give away some of these stickers as well. But they're really good quality. And I think that's the difference. The Teesprings and the Spreadshirts of the world, they're great and all, but I think the attention to detail from an actual company does a lot better. Where did I get to? Sorry. Steve bought one of those Nycrew air pumps. Very impressed. I was very impressed as well. Oh, I'm glad you liked it. I hope you used the affiliate link so I make 33 pence. 34 pence I think I get on them. Tam 1872. Can't seem to get my Sulawesi snails to stop breeding. I started off with 2 and now have 12. That's nothing. You want to get yourself some Malaysian trumpet snails. I started off with 5 and I have about 8,000. Maybe you should do a mini series of subscriber tanks. It'd be interesting to see the variety of tanks from your subscribers. That's not a bad idea. I welcome you all, if you are on Facebook, to come and post your tanks on there. Maybe we will do something like that. I'll put together a slideshow or something. We could do it as a short maybe. I don't know. Become a member to get cool emojis. There's a sentence I never thought I'd say out loud. 29 likes with 50 watching. That doesn't add up. Get liking. Definitely. The stickers are amazing. They are amazing. So like I say, any orders, 12 stocks last, you'll get some free stickers put in the orders as well. Hoodies are also no problem. There you go. I'll need to make a page on the website then. There are stickers in the static car stickers. Yes. I meant to try that today, I just never got around to it. So that one I guess is the car sticker, so that will go on my wife's car so she can drive around advertising me, as well as mine. But I've got a drug dealer car with tinted windows, so you might not be able to see it. Question from Dave's Discus. Let's have a look. Dave's Discus, no problem. That's obviously not the question. Try again, Graham. Out of interest, do you do your own frozen beef heart discus food on your site? I don't, for a number of reasons. So I do make my own discus beef heart. I haven't for a while actually, and I don't actually feed beef heart all that often these days. But not because I don't like it or anything like that. But to make your own beef heart, you're technically a manufacturer of food then. And then you need to be able to have a different separate kitchen and come and get your kitchen certified by the food authority. I can't remember what. Various parts of the council want to come out and inspect your kitchen and make sure you're not cooking human food next to animal food, which becomes a whole faff. So it just seemed like too much work to be able to sell that. Plus, selling frozen beef heart is also a faff because you have to sell it with coolers, and then if it melts and it gets refrozen, there's questions about that, and yeah, there's a whole thing about it. There's what's his face, that guy in the discus world that's everyone hates, discus fish sales or something like that. He does all kinds of weird things and advises that as long as you don't freeze, thaw and refreeze more than 3 times, then it's fine. And I just didn't want to get involved in all that. So no, I don't do discus food. I do have videos on how to make your own beef heart and what to put in it and all that kind of stuff. But at the moment I'm mostly feeding my discus frozen brine shrimp and some of the stuff I don't actually have any ready of, but the soft Artemia. It's like a soft pellet. You can get it on the website. It is a high premium food, but it's not that high a premium protein food. It's not that high a protein that it's exceptional or anything, but the fish always attack it. They go for it like nobody's business, and I just think it's brilliant to see fish really attacking it when you put food in the water, and they readily eat it up. And it obviously does feed them well. So I was put onto it by my discus breeder, and that's one of the foods that I import from Germany, and then sell on. So I feed that myself. That's what my discus are feeding on mainly, as well as flake and things like that as well. Doo-doo-doo. Where did we get to? Maybe my tank is too heavily planted for the betta to have any chance of eating the guppy fry. Gold Wonder killifish have been suggested as well. Well, yeah, so this tank here is my Celestial Pearl Danio tank, and I kept finding baby CPD Celestial Pearl Danios. But I also had the killifish in there as well, and I kept going, oh look, there's two or three baby CPDs in there. And then you wouldn't see any for a couple of weeks, and then you see a couple more baby CPDs, and then you wouldn't see any for a couple of weeks. But since the killifish died of old age, because it was a million years old, I've started to see a few come to, well, not adulthood, but they're starting to make it. So killifish, yes, they are murderous as well. Become an emoji to get a cool member. Where did we get to? Love the soft Artemia. It's a really good food. I mean, it's not cheap, but it's a very good food. Daniel Coleman says, what's your dream fish if you had space for any tank and had a big budget? Oh, we've covered this a few times, and I've probably given a different answer every time. I think my dream fish is obviously discus. I'd just have a big massive tank with even more discus in it. But I'd love to have a big tank with Oscars, like a proper shoal. That's my CCTV rebooting. A proper shoal of Oscars. I'd like to have a big predator tank with snake heads and things like that. Maybe have a big Maboo tank. I don't think I've got one dream fish or one dream project to do. I'd want to have loads, and that's one of the things. The new house, I kind of want to get some outbuildings or a double garage or something like that, so as I can take it over and have some proper tanks in there and do some proper projects. Where did we get to? All the murderous fish, that's what you want. Right, so we're going to do the ranking of fish. That's what we're going to do. I've been threatening to do it for the past half hour, but we're going to actually do it. So let me see if I can put that over there, put that over here. How do we do it? So this is a tier maker. It's a popular thing about 5 years ago, and I'm just catching on to the trend. But basically, we're going to rank all these fish, and I put on Facebook some suggestions for what your favourite and least favourite fish were, and this is them, as well as a few more I've added in on my own. So it's important to say here. We've got Lee Kinsey has joined as well. Thank you, Lee. Welcome to the team. I think we've only got 7 to go now or something like that. Anyway, so we've got all the fish down here. Hopefully you can see all this. And it's important to say that this is just a random choice of fish. I haven't necessarily thought this through too much. For instance, we've got African cichlids here. So I haven't separated it into mbuna and peacocks and haps and this and that. And the other have just Africans. So it's not quite scientific, and also I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up contradicting myself here for the criteria that I used to rank these things, and it's not collaborative. So if you don't agree, tough, go and do it yourself and tell me why I'm wrong. But what I think's cool and what you think's cool might not be the same thing, obviously, and I think that's fine, and we should just do whatever we want. There you go. Andy's Fish Room, African's number 1, thanks. Yeah, it's not going to be my number 1. Cool as they are, I just don't think. Anyway, so I will definitely contradict myself. You don't have to come down on me like a ton of bricks when I do contradict myself. Pardon me. Oh, I had a bad cough today. Hopefully an innocuous one, but yeah. Where was I? So I wanted to talk a little bit about the judging criteria, and it is nothing more than, I think that's better than that, or so it's not necessarily that these aren't aggressive, these fit with more fish, the price of these is cheap. We'll talk about them as we do it, but yeah, we'll see how we go. Reminds me of Top Gear, says Scott. Yeah, the cool wall. I did, my first pass of this did have Sub-Zero, cool, etc. But yeah, I've gone with Goat, greatest of all time. I suppose we only should have one in there, but we'll probably end up with a few. Cool, which is cool fish. Meh, it's just, there's nothing wrong with them, but they don't do anything for me. Nuchal humps, I went with, what I'm going for there is cocks, arsehole fish, the ones that you buy and they destroy your tank or they eat all your other fish. I just couldn't get away with writing arseholes in there because maybe it's a kid-friendly site or something like that. And then there's just the nope, you shouldn't have those fish, nope. Well, Josh, you didn't contribute your fish on the Facebook group to put them in there. So maybe we'll have a version 2 next time, or we'll add to it. But anyway, let's have a go. So, start off with African fish. So, where should they go? So, these are African cichlids. These are never going to get to goat for me. I'm just, no, sorry, it's just, they don't. No, they're great and all. I don't think they're arseholes because, well, they're a little bit arsey because they do fight with each other constantly, so they're kind of, I think I'm in between meh and cool for them. Cool because a nice African cichlid tank with a well-stocked selection and lots of pretty colours and brightness and active, it's cool, but also it's, you've seen one, you've seen them all, and that's probably not the right thing to do. So I'm kind of in between meh and cool for these ones. I'm going to pretend it's a very cool one that I'm looking at here, and these are some cool African cichlids, so I'll put them in cool. Hopefully that's not too bad. Yeah, sorry Josh, you had your chance. We just didn't get there. Angels, if you'd asked me 6 months ago, I'd have put angels in cock or meh, because every person I ever spoke to about angels was, or every post I ever saw was, I've got an angelfish tank and they've just killed all my such and such. So I always thought they were really aggressive, and they would go rogue, and you would hear about them destroying tanks, and then they were just a bit meh for me as well. But once I actually got them, they're fantastic. My angels especially are some of the more active. They're always up. Oh, you're in. Hello. That's great. So I'm thinking of putting them in cool because they're really accessible as well. Really common, so everyone can get them, and they are quite active. So I'm going to end up with a lot of fish in cool here. But I really like them. I don't think they deserve to be in meh, but no, definitely they're living in cool. Arowana. So they're kind of a niche fish for my liking. I think if I'm going to put anything in goat, it's got to be attainable, and it's got to be something that I would enjoy keeping. And I think if I was going to put an arowana in there, I would really want like a proper one, like with certificates and everything. It would be the Asian arowana. It would be one that cost thousands and thousands of pounds. I would be too scared anything to be happening to it if I paid thousands of pounds. I just don't think it's accessible enough for everyone because they need a big massive tank. But they're definitely cool. I just don't know whether they quite fit into goat. And I'm going to leave them in goat for now, and we'll have a look at some comments. I might take some advice on that one, because if I did have a big enough tank, I probably would have an arowana tank. I guess that's what we'd want. William says nope. Is that for the angels or for the arowana? Kayla's Aquatics here. Hello, Bob. Fish themselves cool, but the premise around them, meh. Yeah, I get that. A 25-inch albino silver. I mean, and that's it. They are cool fish, so I don't think they can be anything less than cool, because just for sheer size, they're cool, no matter what after that. I don't know. So we're going to leave that in there for now. We're going to leave that in goat. Oh, another controversial one. A betta fish here. So the reason that I want to do... Originally I thought, betta fish, that's going straight in there because they're arseholes and you can't keep them with anything else without them killing anything. But the amount of people I've spoken to who have got into the hobby through betta fish, and you can't deny a nice betta is extremely nice. They have got some of the greatest patterns, colours, finnage. They are fantastic little fish, and they also fit in a really small tank like that one over there, which you can't see. No, it's over there. Yeah, that one there, that's 30 centimetre tank. That's more than enough for betta. So you don't need a massive investment to get a really cool fish. So it's kind of going up there. I don't think I can be convinced otherwise. There we go. So next one, black ghost knife fish. I don't think it can go in the greatest of all time because they are fantastic, but they're not the greatest of all time. So for me, they're going in cool, because what other way can you describe that than cool? It's a fish that flutters around as if it defies the laws of physics. It mostly swims backwards. It looks like it doesn't have any eyes. It's just the weirdest freaking thing you'll ever see. So it's definitely going in cool. Well, let's see how much I've upset people so far. Bettas are like noses, everyone seems to have them. That doesn't mean they're a bad thing. They could definitely fit in the cock category. I've been that guy who said, yeah, my betta lives with guppies and it's fine, and it's been in there for months and it's never been a problem, and look at, oh dear, he's killed them all. So yeah, they could definitely fit into the cock category. They are cocks, but they are pretty, definitely. Goat betta, great call, thank you. Very cool black ghost knife fish. Yeah, I think maybe if it could straddle the two, but it's not quite goat. All right, I'm going to stop picking goats because it looks very front heavy. Let's go for one that I didn't choose. Red tail catfish. Now, there's no arguing that a red tail catfish, and I did choose this picture on purpose. It probably is photoshopped. They are cool fish, but I'm going to have to put it in the nope category because so few people can properly house them. And when you do see them in big massive tanks, it's great, but I think they really deserve to be in ponds and more. And the amount of people that get them and promise they're going to upgrade their tank and they never do, I don't think they should be a thing. I think someone said it to me the other day about something else, that they just shouldn't be a thing in the hobby. I think pretty as they are, they deserve to be in proper outdoor ponds, rivers, that kind of thing. Red tail, nope. Yep, I think we're in the right place for that one. So let's randomly pick one. What have we got now? Oh, I'll leave that one till later. Here we go. Geophagus, I think this is a Altifrons possibly, or a Suraminensis. Again, lots of different geos out there in the world. There's no denying they are cool as hell. They've got big, long, trailing fins. They've got fantastic shimmery scales and shiny colours. But what wankers they are. They're definitely going in the cock swim lane. They are. I've never known not like I know the fish, but I've never known a fish that just lives to destroy aquascapes and to dig up plants and to make a mess and to never allow you to have clear water. For a specific setup, great, they're fantastic, but no. They're the cocks of the fish world as far as I'm concerned. it's photoshopped because the girls' clothes aren't even wet. Yeah, it probably is. But I mean, they do get to 4 feet. I have seen actual ones, proper pictures where they get to 4 feet. This is definitely for effect. I didn't think that the geos would go down well with everyone, but yeah, for me, they go in there. I'm sorry, I'm not having it. What else shall we go for next? So this is, so I don't necessarily mean these fish, but these are, I think I want to cover by this all the neon ones, all the dyed fish, all the tattooed fish, all the fish that we've messed with. I know they're not all genetically engineered, and some of them are dyed, and some of them are bred that way, and some of them do this, that, and the other, but when you start pissing about with them just to make them bright pink or bright orange, it goes in the nope category for me. Some are better than others. I mean, I think these ones are the genetically engineered ones, so these aren't necessarily terrible. It's not like people have sat there and tattooed them or anything like that, or injected them, but still, it's in the same sort of area. So for me, they're definitely going in the nope category. If you want some neons, I'd get these ones. So I think these are neon tetras, could be cardinal tetras. These are a staple of the hobby. This is probably the first fish I ever kept when I was a little kid. Bright colours, red, blue, silver, really strong colours, really active. Can't go wrong with them. They deserve to be in there, if not in the goat category, but we'll put them in the cool category. So if you want to have a fish that must be called neon, stick them in there. Bob says, is this for an existing tank or a new tank? This is just in general. I think we're just ranking these fish of what we think. Is there a section lower than nope? If so, that's where you put glowfish. Yeah, well, but you see them all the time. I mean, people do make the argument that, oh, kids get interested in it because they like the bright colours and all that, but look at this, the list of remaining fish. There are so many bright coloured fish in there. I just don't get it. Let's go with, what shall we choose next? Let's go with discus. So, no more needed to be said, really. The king of fish, king of the freshwater fish. I won't be convinced otherwise. I mean, there are other great fish, but there you go. Rummy nose tetra. If I put neon tetras in cool, I think rummy nose have to be in cool as well, because they're probably my two favourite tetras. Rummy nose are some of the best shoaling fish I've ever had. Shoaling, one of those. I don't think we can do anything other than have them in cool. So yeah, they're definitely in there. Gouramis, right, so this is a dwarf gourami that I've picked here, but I'm going to use all gouramis here. I have kept opaline gouramis, I've kept these dwarf gouramis. They're great fish and everything, but for me, meh, just don't get it. They're nice and all, but they just don't offer anything more than anything else. So for me, no. They're not terrible, they are aggressive, but they're not particularly aggressive. I just can't see myself putting them in cool, because they're not cool enough to be cool. They're not cock enough to be cocks, and they're not terrible, so they're not nopes. So, meh it is. Yep, Simon agrees with me. Gouramis are meh. Jennifer's the same. Simon said he's put discus in meh. Yeah, I get that, because a lot of people will talk to them and they'll say, but discus, all they do is they sit there looking regal and they don't do anything. They do that a lot of the time, yes, but if you're the king of the freshwater aquarium, that's what you should do. So let's have a look at, alright, here we go, zebra pleco. By this I mean all proper fancy plecos, the L numbers that everyone fights over, that go for exorbitant prices. and they've got some fantastic colours. They've got some really strange and weird and wonderful patterns and behaviours and feeding requirements. They are cool fish. Meh. Meh. I like them, but meh. Just, why? What's the point? Why does this little fish and the zebras, they don't get particularly big, they don't do anything special. I don't get why they command hundreds and hundreds of pounds. I've seen some people say, oh well, the L233, that's a different beast to the L247. And you're like, well that one's got 6 spots and that one's got 5 spots, and that one costs £200 more than that one. You're all mental. So I can see why they could be cool. That's a stripy fish that looks a bit like a zebra. Well, yeah, that's cool, but nah, not getting it. And yeah, the super expensive fish that hides all the time. Yeah. Oh, I've got £1,000 invested in this tank. Oh, really? Where? Oh, you can't see it. And they only come out at night when the lights are off. Money well spent. And don't get me wrong, I do love a nice pleco. Pardon me. Golden nugget plecos, I've kept them before, really liked them. Blue phantoms, green phantoms, all lovely fish. I think they are really fascinating, but I'm not going to spend hundreds and hundreds of pounds on them to never see them. What have we got so far? Have I upset somebody? Yeah, Lee's got 4 pearl gouramis in with his discus, and although very nice and shiny, and they suit the discus in terms of movement, but yeah, meh. Yeah. Flower horns. So they've probably got a good shout for being in the nuchal humps category, because they have nuchal humps, but by this I mean they're aggressive and they're cocks. Mine is so playful, I can't put it anywhere else other than goat. I literally have conversations with my fish. I've never spoken to a fish before. I play with them, we play with each other, I pet him, we chase each other. He don't chase each other, he doesn't chase me, I chase him. A fish that you can play with like a little puppy, it has to live in there. Mboos, also little water puppies, so do deserve their place in the goat category, but they're also humongous, so probably deserve their place in the nope category. I can't put them in between the two because that's meh, and they're definitely not a meh fish. I think they are fantastic. They're not cocks because they will live happily with many other fish, but you do need a swimming pool to keep them in. I can't put them in goat for the whole, they need a swimming pool, and they probably shouldn't be available to everyone because they do have such specialist requirements. I don't think they should be in the nope because it's not fair because they're so cool, so they're going in cool. I told you I'd contradict myself, they're going in cool. Parrotfish. For me it's a straight meh. I don't get it. Don't get why they're popular. I don't get why people like them. They're the stupidest, ugliest, most. They just like, no, I'm a fish. I don't know what I'm doing. It's like their face is too big for their mouth, or their mouth is too big for their face, or I don't know what. I don't know why I feel so violently against them. I don't like them. I'd put them in nope if I could, but there's nothing wrong with them. They're just this big dumb stupid fish. Nope, don't like them. I mean, even put them in mess, that might be too much. They're going in nope. No, don't like them. Shouldn't be a thing. Yeah, no. Right, another one which will divide opinion. By this, so this is a balloon-eyed goldfish. By this I mean all the fancy goldfish. Some of them are cool. And I don't mean necessarily arandas and things like that, but these ones, no. When a fish can't swim under its own weight, we've messed around with it too much. So I'm sticking them in there. I'm sticking them in there, and I'm sticking normal goldfish in meh. I like a normal goldfish. I think goldfish would go up to cool or goat if you have hundreds of them. I always remember we went on holiday to France a few years ago, and they had a big massive fountain with a big pond with a fountain in the middle, and it had hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of goldfish, just regular old comets, and it was super cool. But a goldfish tank on its own, nah. Meh for parrots. Parrots are lovely. True parrots are lovely, says Bob. Nah, I don't get it. No, they aggravate me for some reason. I've never been aggravated by the existence of a fish. All fancies are nope. So many health problems. Yeah, exactly. They can have a lot of health problems. So are they the bubble eyes? These ones here. But the ones that, what are they? Is it telescope ones where they can only look up and they're constantly bursting their eyes because they can't see what's in front of them? I mean, arandas, I don't have a problem with them. But even then, some of them are still a bit gimped up, and it's just like, ugh. So that's why I'm saying that anyway. Oh, mountain goldfish won't be happy. I know, but he doesn't, well, as far as I know, he doesn't keep any ridiculously mental ones, but we're allowed to like different things. Someone mentioned rams there. I'm sure I've got a ram in here. Ram can be a bit, so rams for me are cool because I've kept them in the past. They can also be a bit cockish because I've seen a pair of rams own a 5-foot tank full of all other manner of discus and even some aggressive fish before. When they start breeding, they let everybody know who's boss. So rams definitely deserve a place in cock. In fact, I'm going to put them in there because I've had rams chase my discus away so many times that they definitely deserve to be in there. They're also so flaky that, you know that meme about discus where, oh, that plant's changed, I think I'll die. That's what rams do. They're so delicate. Unless you can find a really, really strong line, they're just dead hard to keep alive. Or maybe it's just me that's hard to keep alive. I mean, they are. They definitely don't deserve to be in meh, because they're not meh. They are feisty little fish. They've got an attitude. They've got colours, brightness. They've got movement. They could definitely be in cool, and they could definitely be in cock. I don't know. How do you think about that one? It's a tricky one because they are cool little fish, but they will also beat the crap out of any other fish. Nah, cock. Sorry, I'm going to be brutal tonight. The humble bristlenose. The humble bristlenose. So, by process of elimination, they can't live in nope because they're fantastic. They can't be cocks because they're peaceful. They don't beat anyone up. They can be cocks in as much as they will often uproot things, but not to the degree of anything else. They're definitely not meh because they're cool fish. They've got weird bristles. They are interesting. You can get all kinds of colours and patterns in them. So, no, they do a job. They're useful. Being useful isn't necessarily cool, but it could go towards... Could I be putting bristlenoses in goat? They do fit in all kinds of tanks. I have bristlenoses in with my flower horn because they just shrug it off when he comes nosing. I don't know, what do you think? A couple of goats for bristlenoses. I mean, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I'm going to put them in there just now. They are great fish. We can't go wrong with that. They are great fish. We'll come back and do a review after this at the end. Let's see, endlers. So endlers, in fact, let's do these together. Endlers and guppies, I'm going to class them as the same thing. Most people would put them in meh, okay, because meh. Got a question from Kevin Styles. I'll come back to that in a second. I'm going to put endlers and guppies in cool, purely because of the colours and the patterns. They are the cheapest little fish. They are the most readily available little fish. Really hardy. They'll eat anything. They'll live in all kinds of water parameters. And look at the patterns on that thing. You can check them out on my website. I've got some for sale. Yeah, I love guppies, so they're definitely in cool for me. So Kevin Styles. Let's see. Oh God, it was a while back. Graham, any advice on German blue rams, please? You probably shouldn't trust my advice because I'm really good at killing them. Find a breeder, a local breeder, or one on eBay for instance, someone that's got experience of breeding them rather than from a pet shop, because the ones that come from the wholesalers, I mean, that's a sweeping generalisation, but the ones that come from the wholesalers are often the weakest and they don't do the best in my experience, whereas ones that have been bred, especially if you can find someone locally, ones that have been bred locally will tend to be a lot stronger. Keep the water temperature high. They do like the higher temperature. They are susceptible to all manner of things when they get cold. Even this, I've had discus tanks before where heaters failed and the temperature dropped. The discus have been fine with it. They just shake it off and the rams go dead. If you do get a pair and you breed them for their own good, take them out and put them somewhere else, because they will fight with everything else, and if they don't kill it, the thing will kill them. Pardon me. Don't know why I said pardon me. It's only opening a drink. But yeah, I have struggled with rams. I've just not been able to get anything. I've not been able to get a proper breeding strain, my own strain going anyway. Let's see where we got up to. Guppies, meh. Endlers, cool. What? Guppies are... yeah, I like guppies as well. I mean, it might be strange that... because they're a beginner fish or a starter fish, but no, a nice guppy's as nice as anything. Do guppies have too many genetic problems? Well, do they? Or do some guppies have genetic problems? I mean, some people do breed guppies by buying 2 guppies and then 6 years later they've got 3,000 guppies and they're just all interbred with each other. But some people do look after the lines. There's some really good guppies that come from, I think it's from Israel at the moment. So I don't think they're necessarily predisposed to genetic problems. They're just really easy to breed, and that's one of the reasons I'd put them in the cool stage, because if you want to get into breeding fish and you want to learn about breeding fish, get some guppies. You want to learn about line breeding, get some guppies. You want to learn about colony breeding, get some guppies. You just need guppies and water, and then you can learn all you would ever want to know about breeding. But yeah, Dougie says there, most live bearers are so meh. I can see where you'd go with that. The same reason that I would put the gouramis or the goldfish in meh. Yeah, I can see why people would put guppies in there. I've just got a little bit of a thing for them. Right, what have we got left? The Pacu. Oh, where do you think we're going to put this one? Yeah, it's another one. I think it only belongs in a public aquarium or some kind of pond, or just left alone out in the wild. An interesting thing I found out about the Pacu today was, in many countries, the Pacu is known colloquially as the testicle eater. I thought, that can't be right. Why is it? That must be a mistranslation. But no, they are especially fond of nuts, not that type of nuts, They're especially fond of eating nuts and berries and roots and things. So when they see something that's in the shape of a walnut or some kind of nut, they will take their human-sized teeth and crush it. And if that doesn't make you wince, I don't know what will. So for no other reason than that, they deserve to be in the nope. But yeah. Ooh, yeah. Right, clown loaches. Clown loaches. Clown loaches. This is a tricky one, this one. So clown loaches, for me, really like looking at them. But, nah. I like them. I probably would want to keep them at some point. They are cool. The coolest thing I think about clown loaches is they pretend to be dead a lot. So that's what's taken them out of meh into cool for me. The fact that they will often pretend to be dead and give you a heart attack. They fit in there quite well. But it's a fish that will live for, I think they live for a long time. I can't remember what it is. I want to say they'll live for 20 years or something like that. But you will likely see them in this kind of size in the pet shop and stuff and think, oh, that's a nice little fish, that's compatible with all kinds of things. But they get to be massive and they live a long time and they're just quite a commitment. So yeah, but they are quite cool. Tiger barbs, or any kind of barbs, not any kind of barbs, but tiger barbs specifically. I've only kept tiger barbs once. They're going in the cock column for me. Nippy little twats. That's all I'm going to say on the matter. They will start a fight with a mirror. They live to nip things. Baku, nope. The manhood cruncher. Yes, you don't want that. Definitely not. Dougie says Pacus, nope, not even interesting or nice looking. Well, I think they're interesting in as much as, have you seen the teeth on the little gets? They're interesting enough, but yeah, they're just a big grey fish. But yeah, I can see why people are into them a little bit, I suppose, but no, not for me. Tiger barbs or cocks killed all my tetras when I was younger. Never had them since. Yeah, that's my experience of them as well. They just live to annoy you and kill things. Cherry barbs. I can't remember whose suggestion this was. I wouldn't put them necessarily straight into the cock. I've only kept cherry barbs once. They were fine. I think they look cool in a big enough group, but it really does have to be something special to get them out that meh column for me, so I'm afraid cherry barbs are going in the meh. They're nice. If I wanted a small fish that looked a bit like that, I'd get a celestial pearl danio. That's probably what I'd go with. Odessa barbs, that's probably one that I'd put in there. So I mean, if this encompasses all barbs, that probably does straddle those two lines, but cherry barbs specifically, that's probably going to live in there. Corridoras. This is the Sterbai Corridora, which I think is a cool little fish. I think all Corridoras are cool little fish. I can see why some people would put them in meh, because they are just a little fish that poodles around the bottom of the thing. Yeah, they are fine. They're definitely not cocks, so they don't hurt anyone. They're not nopes. So it's whether you like them or not, and I like them, so they're going in cool. Mollies, platies, swordtails, other live bearers that aren't guppies. Well, I'm afraid they go in the meh pile for me. They're nice enough. Some of them have nice colours. Yeah, they're nice. Nice is like damned by faint praise, isn't it? Saying something's nice. Corys are cool. Yes, definitely Corys are cool. I don't think we can disagree. Mollies, meh, yeah. I mean, unless you're... I've never met anyone that was super passionate about mollies or platies. It's always been, I've got some, and they're alright. even people that breed them, they don't get into them as such. But yeah, I don't know. I suppose one cool thing about them, but you can say this about guppies, is you can convert them into salt water, can't you? So they are a fish that will do well in both. Well, I suppose that's cool. Great algae cleaners, that's very true. Mollies will do a number on things like hair algae and blackbeard algae. So they do a job, yeah. What should we go for next? Let's go for coolie loaches. Coolie loaches are... I'm fairly new to coolie loaches. I think it was maybe a year or two that I got my first ever bunch of coolie loaches. They're going in cool for me. They are just... They can live with all manner of things. They can live with pea puffers. They sweep up all your detritus. You can sweep up your sand and keep things moving around. They're just little mental guys that wiggle around like little worms. They've got... So these ones are the stripy ones. I'm sure that's not the proper ones, but they are... You get plain brown ones that look a bit weird. But yeah, coolie loaches, they're really small. They stay small. You don't need any special type of tanks. They're not going to break anything. They're not going to upset anyone. Yeah, I like them. They're cool. Coolies are cool, definitely. Pea puffers. Pea puffers are... They can be cocks sometimes, because they will quite often chase away other bigger fish, and they do like to be with themselves. But I'm struggling not to put them in cool. They're not goat, because... No, they don't deserve to be in goat, but they're definitely cool. They're some of the coolest little fish you can get. You don't need a big massive tank. You can get away with a group of 6 of them, and you'll get some great interactions with them. They will... Yeah, you've seen my feeding videos with my pea puffers. They're great little cool fish, definitely. Keyhole cichlids, I guess we could put into this all other kinds of cichlids, or your smaller, not Africans, what's the word I'm looking for? Dwarf cichlids, South American cichlids that aren't big massive things. They're not South American cichlids at all, are they? I can't remember where they're from. Someone remind me. Keyhole cichlids, they are, for me... So, first of all, I've never kept them, but I have kept other smaller cichlids, and I think they are super cool, so I'm putting them in cool. I think they're really interesting. I like the way that they act really differently when you have one, to having a group, to having them as part of a community. They give you lots of options of how you can keep them and look after them. Cichlids. So yeah, I'm sticking that in cool because it's definitely cool. What time are we at? We're at 10:20. I only asked that because I need a pee. Alright, we've got 3 left. We've got Crebensis. Definitely putting them in cocks. For no other reason than they breed too goddamn much. And when they breed, they destroy everything else in the tank. They're a little bit like rams. Pardon me. So if rams are going to be like that, then cribs are going to be like that. They just... I got 2 gifted to me from somewhere else. They swore blind they were males, and within about 2 days of them being in my tank, I had 300 of the little gits. They're really cool, so they deserve to be in cool for the way they look after their young. But they're also a bit cockish. So the cool thing about them is, if you can sneak up on... Not that I'm encouraging you to do that. If you can sneak up on them when they've got their fry, so they'll usually find a cave, or they'll take an area where... And they're quite good parents, and they'll look after the fry, and the fry will be out, and they'll be swimming about, and they let them go in a small circumference. They don't let them go miles away, but they let them get out there a little bit. But the defence mechanism seems to be, as soon as the parents see you, they give some kind of signal to the kids, and the kids just drop like stones to the bottom. and play dead. It's amazing. I'd read about it, but I've never seen it until I got my own Crebensis, and every Crebensis pair that I had, they did this. I've talked myself into them being in cool. Right, they're going in cool. Right, here we've got killifish. So this is one of my killifish. He's one of the coolest fish I had, but he's also a murderous little get as well. They can be quite... but they look so good. Or maybe they should be in cool. Oh, I don't know. What do we think? Cool. Cooler cock, cooler cock, cooler cock. Cool because you can keep a killifish. You could keep a killifish in an aquarium without a filter, never change the water, and it would still be fine. They're one of the most resilient fish that they've ever got. Welsh Weeks has done 300 litres water changes and not spilt anything there. That's a record that I don't have myself. Oscars, that's the only one we've got left. Having never kept Oscars, I'm not sure if I'm qualified to do this, but they're a fish I've always wanted to keep, so I'm going to struggle to put them anywhere else other than cool. I don't think they're nope fish. I don't think... well, they could be cocks, yeah. They also don't like decorations, but then big South American cichlids don't like decorations, and they will do the tank decorations themselves, won't they? No, I'm going to put it in there. So I'm happy with that. Scott thinks they should be goats, the water puppies. I probably would do if I ever kept them myself, but then I've not kept arowanas, so... I have always wanted to keep Oscars. Is that right? I don't know if that's right. If Oscars are in there, why are Maboos not in there? Oh, it's tricky this, isn't it? Right, let's go from the bottom up. Oscars are meh, Phil. Oh, I don't know about that. I've always wanted to keep Oscars. Right, let's see if I'm happy so far. So in the nope category, we've got red tails, glowfish, parrots, weird goldfish, and pacus. I think we're pretty safe with all of them, aren't we? In the nuchal humps category, we've got geophagus, rams of all descriptions, and tiger barbs and the like. I can get on board with that. And meh, we've got gouramis, fancy plecos that are really expensive, and I guess we have to say we would put some plecos in the cool one. Your bog standard comets and regular goldfish, cherry barbs and other uninteresting barbs, and mollies, platies, live bearers, uninteresting live bearers. Meh, I think we can go with that as well. Cool fish. Yeah, I'm happy with killifish being in there. I'm happy with keyhole cichlids being in there. I'm happy with cribs being in there. Peas, coolies, corridoras. Yeah. Don't know about clown loaches. I've never kept clown loaches. They're kind of meh and cool. Let's leave them in cool, why not? Guppies, endlers, yep. Maboos, yep. Tetras, rummy nose and cardinals or neons, can't quite see what they are. Black ghost knife, angels and African cichlids. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Arowana, betta, discus. I'll just put discus at the front just because it looks better. I'll put that one there. In fact, I'll put arowana to the back because I think that's the least goatish of all of them. I'm happy with that. Right, we're going to save it. Oh. Why did I have to give it a title? My list. We're done. So, if you get... oh, what's happening? If you get a chance, go and do it yourself. You can rate the list. You can make your own tier. Maybe we'll do this next time with some different fish. Right, let's get back to the big screen. And bring up your comments again. Maboos are goats too, look at Murphy. Yeah, maybe they should be, but maybe... I think they just need... I think the requirements, they need a bit too much. But then again, some people are like, oh yeah, they need a 25-foot tank before they can keep one of them, and you get into a lot of arguments when you talk about Maboos. Common Oscars, before all the breeding projects, are still the best. Yeah, because Oscars are... I've seen long-finned Oscars and they just look like an abomination. Not sure I'm happy with them at all. Big time fish keeper. My plan for the 1100 litres is to put 8 Oscars in it. Yeah, that's one of my big plans, is to have a big shoal of Oscars. I've seen it once. I've seen a video years ago of that, and it looked really cool. What's your thoughts on epistogrammas? Yeah, if they had them in the list, they'd probably go in cool. Definitely not goats, but definitely cool. I have a question from Aquarium Analytic. Let's have a look. All I can see is Oscar Cock. I'm sure that wasn't the question. Have I gone too far back? Sorry, you'll have to ask it again. I can't find it. Fishmank's off. It's got to go. Peace out. Thank you for being here. Sean says, I agree with the bottom group, but not all the rest. Horses for causes. What? Horses for causes. It depends on the size and the setup of the tanks. Yeah, I mean, I think horses for courses, maybe. Depends on the size and the setup of the tanks. Definitely true. If you have a load of big tanks, you're not going to want to fill them all with one betta fish. And I think that's the idea behind these things, is everyone's different. What I think's cool is there's no reason for it to be the same thing as you thinking it's cool. Oh, thank you, Scott. Graham, what are your tips on treating dropsy? One of my fish has it and it's pine coning. My experience, unfortunately, is if it gets to the pine coning stage, you're probably too late. And it's really hard to sometimes catch it in time. I know I definitely had dropsy with one of my orandas that I'd kept before, but unless you look at it in the right direction, you just can't see it. So I'll have to be honest and say I've never successfully treated dropsy, but there are some excellent ESHA medications which would help you for that, so definitely look into that. But yeah, best of luck is all I can say, because if you've already got to the point of pine coning, it's usually too late. In fact, what is the ESHA medicine for dropsy? I can never remember which one is which. Let's do a bit of googling. Because this could be the best seamless link ever. It is, don't you know? So ESHA 2000 is the recommended medicine for... I should have known that if I'd read it properly. One of the treatments for drowsy. So, well, I'm trying to think if this is the one I've used when I tried to treat my goldfish with for dropsy. I just can't remember. But yeah, there are various medications out there. I do like the ESHA brand. So if this is the one for you, then try it out. Which leads me into a seamless link about the giveaways. So giveaway number 1, we're going to give away some of this. This is a donation from Fishman Aquatics. It's a brand new unopened bottle of ESHA 2000. It's the big bottle. Hopefully you don't need it, but it treats all manner of things from bacterial infections, fin rot, all that kind of stuff. So what we'll do is we'll put this, a couple of stickers, and a random food package. That could be the first, if I don't drop it all, that can be the first giveaway of the evening. Apologies, it's taken nearly an hour and a half to get to this point. But let me log into Nightbot. And why is it asking me to do this? This is indicative of it not working. To do giveaways, we'll allow mods. We'll do keyword. Let me just have a quick check back. Kayla's Aquatics, pine coning is indicative of organ failure. Yeah, so usually that's what I mean. When it gets a little bit too far, that's when you see the pine coning. So, I mean, best of luck. Don't just give up. Try the treatments and see how you get there. Dougie says, anti-internal bacteria and salt works if you catch drops soon enough. I mean, that's probably the thing is, usually by the time it's obvious, you're too late, and it's hard to tell before it becomes obvious. So I would try those things, get the temperature raised up. If you can get your hands on some of this, go for it. Some Epsom salts, things like that. But yeah, do your best to keep the fish comfortable and see how you get on, basically. Petroman 1185 asking about autos. Let's have a look back. Is everyone getting poised to type a random word in the chat to win the prize? Petroman. I could make a video of man scrolls through comments fruitlessly. I think you're making it up. There's no such person as Petroman. Okay, sorry, you're going to have to type it again. I can't see that one. Josh needs this because his tanks are big. I mean, that is a big old bottle of Escher 2000. That's the one you want. Is the keyword best price? No, not quite. The sticker is best price. Best price. Yeah, definitely keep us updated how you're doing. Will autosynclus eat algae off the aquarium glass, and can they live in 86-degree water with discus? They can definitely live with discus, because I have had my autos in with my discus for years and they're still going strong, and they 100% eat algae off glass. Not like a bristlenose would do, but they do it. They're often sat on the glass in my place, in my tank. Let's go with, pardon me. Right, let me share my screen. For your chance to win stickers galore, some kind of food, and the big bottle of Escher from Fishman Aquatics. Go and check out their website, all that good stuff. Type in chat when I tell you to. Oh, what could we do? Oh, wrong buttons. Oh, I'm all over the place now. Nightbot, let's go. Type in chat, GOAT. Let's see, greatest of all time, in caps, GOAT. GOAT. For your chance to win, and we'll see if Kaylee's still awake and whether or not she's still going to win. We have 0 eligible users so far. That's not boding well. We've got 61 people here at the moment with 46 likes, so 20 of you are slacking. I know that doesn't make sense and doesn't actually count up. There we go, it's working. We've got 5 eligible users, 6, 12. So remember, as a reminder, you have to be in the UK, you have to have clicked the like button, you have to be a subscriber. I have no way of telling if you are a subscriber or if you have clicked the like button. I'm taking you on faith here. But I also be mightily upset if you don't. But yes, type in the word GOAT. We've got 35 people eligible so far. I would also like it if you would go and check out Fishman Aquatics, since they so kindly donated the prize. They have a Facebook. They have a Facebook page, and it does help small businesses when you go and check out their Facebook pages and you leave a like or you just look at it, if you share it, all those good things. All very useful. So we are about ready to call this one. We've got 40 eligible users. The word is GOAT. Typing it more than once doesn't help, but it is appreciated. Visiting the UK accounts. Well, I'll hold it to you until you visit if you want, Bob. If you're if you're willing to pay the postage, you can be from anywhere. But yeah, I'm cheap. I don't like paying more than £3 postage. Right, here we go. We're going to draw it. 3, 2, 1. Every time. I'm kidding. I faked that. Sorry, Kaylee. That was my fault. What the? No, sorry. That was my fault. I faked that. I just thought it would be funny to do that. So, all those people, you're all still eligible. I just made it say that for once. So if it comes up this time with Kaylee, she has actually won. 3, 2, 1. Petroman 1185. You are the winner of the Esha 2000. Couple of stickers and some food. I don't know. I'll think of something. I'll put it in there. I apologise. I apologise profusely. Apologise profusely for winding you all up there. I faked it by creating a page that overlaid whatever it was written in there with Kaylee's name again. But congratulations, Petroman. All you have to do now is send me an email, send me a Facebook message, send me some kind of message. I need your address and we'll send it out to you. If you have any preference on what food, it will likely be something I have too much of, if I'm completely honest. But yeah, we'll get that out to you as soon as we can. So, what else did we have? I was thinking of naming the competition the Kaylee. Oh, wrong button. I was thinking of naming the competitions Kaylee Time. For those of you who are new, Kaylee has won the giveaway on the last 2, 3. No, it can't be 3. I'm sure I've done something if it was 3. Kaylee has won every competition going, basically. Oh, Petroman, you're not in the UK. Were you not listening? We're going to have to do it again. Right, hang on. Can you confirm, Petroman, whether or not you're in the UK? Because if you're not getting it. In the nicest possible way. So, let's go over the rules again. You have to be a subscriber, you have to click the like button, you have to go and visit Fishman Aquatics on Facebook or visit the website or something like that. And you have to be in the UK. Number 1 being the UK. Let's do that again. Right, let's go. Rerun. Let's put you back in here. So we're going to roll it again. 3, 2, 1. Steve Sanderson. Steve Sanderson, you are a winner. Now, you are in the UK, I'm sure of it. Congratulations, Steve. It would have been funny if Kaylee had won that one. Yeah, because that would have been... Steve, you have won the stickers, the food, the Esha 2000, the other things that I said. Kaylee was back in with a chance, but she's not getting it. No. So Steve, you've won that one. Let me know your address if I don't already have it, and I'll get that sent out to you. We'll do that. So I think we're just about ready to New England. That's close enough. I will. So maybe next week or a week after that, we'll do a giveaway worldwide of some stickers, because that can't cost too much, can it? In fact, let's do a few more giveaways of just stickers. Who's interested in a sticker pack? If you're interested in some stickers, type the word stickers in the chat. We'll do another giveaway. In fact, let's do a few giveaways. Type the word stickers quick as you can, and I'll sit here and rock back and forth and pretend I don't need the toilet. That's the problem. I'm going to have to move on to spirits for next week's live stream, because I can't handle the pints without going for a pee break. And remember, you've still got a chance to join the channel if you want to. There's a join button down somewhere. If you do join, you end up getting access to all manner of things like the emojis, because who can live life without custom emojis? I believe I've also got an email from YouTube saying that you get custom stickers as well, that you can use stickers. Let me have a look at this and see what it said. Super stickers. Tell your fans about super stickers. Step 1 is complete. You have qualified for super chat and super stickers. Now for step 2, rally your active community of fans to help them take it to the next level. I think, no, you have to pay for that. Ignore that. Well, don't ignore it. If you want to pay for it, you can pay for it. Super chats and super stickers. I didn't realise super stickers were a thing. If you want to give me a super sticker, oh, yeah, that sounds great. I'd love a super sticker. Stickers. Right, I think we all had a nice chance to do stickers. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I've closed OBS. Are you all still there? 3, 2, 1. Roll it. Aquarium Analytic, you have won some stickers. Woo! Kaler's Aquatics, you have won some stickers. Phil Clark, you don't want some stickers, you've already got stickers. Smith's Fish Room, you have won some stickers. All you people, get in contact afterwards and I will send you some stickers. That was great. Yeah, hopefully you can all enjoy some stickers. I don't mind giving away stickers. Remember, we were talking about stickers recently. Let me swap back to wherever we are. Do you remember last week when we were talking about stickers and I had all these people emailing me on Instagram? All right, Grandad. Sending me messages on Instagram saying, am I doing stickers? Am I part of the sticker swap? And am I this, that and the other sticker swap? Not one of those bloody people sent me any stickers. Sent out a load of stickers and not got any back. So anyway, you lot all win some stickers. I think I don't mind sending stickers anywhere, so it doesn't matter where you are. Oh, Kayla's Aquatics, thank you for the super chat. Smith's Fish Room, thank you for the pooper chat. And congratulations to all the winners. And like I say, if you buy anything off my website, if you buy any food or whatever it is, I'll stick in some stickers as well. So if you really want some, I shall pack them in for you. But I'm going to have to go because I'm about to wet myself and I can't concentrate any longer. So we'll call it quits there. Thank you very much everyone for all your input, for all your questions, for joining in my list making, arbitrarily ranking fish. Hopefully you found that some kind of entertaining, I don't know. But we'll leave it there. Thank you for everyone for joining me. Go and find someone else to watch. I'm literally going to have to run away now. But please hang around in the chat. If I come back and you're all still here, you never know, we might keep going. But if not, you can join someone else's stream. Let me know in this chat who you want to stream with. I should have a I'll be back in a minute screen overlay with a time lapse. That's a good idea. I shall do that for next week. But for now, I'll leave it up now. But if you all bugger off, there's 61 people here at the moment. If I come back and there's still more than 30 of you, we'll go for another 10 minutes. But I'm going to the loo now. Bye. Anyone still here? Oh, that's such a relief. I don't think there is a better feeling in the world than needing a pee and then having a pee. Oh, yes, we still got a few people here. Let me find my chat box. Hopefully you're all keeping each other entertained. What have I missed? Let's time him. How long was I? Yeah, should get ad breaks and live stream, shouldn't you? That's it. Oh, Lee, if I'd thought of that, Lee says, maybe the joke's on us and he's not going to come back. If I'd thought of that, I wonder who would have stayed on the longest. Plot twist, he's gone for a mucky doing. Thank goodness it's a desk mic and not a clip-on shirt mic. Yeah, you're not wrong. I did wash my hands, don't worry. Right. What else have we got? Phil says, prize hoodie. For a hoodie, if you can say which side Aquarium Adventures was on the hoodie. First person UK. I should have covered it up. Oh, Mountain Goldfish is here. Sorry. Oh, glad you didn't come in until later on. I was being very disparaging about goldfish earlier on. Well, not really very disparaging. We were ranking goldfish and I was saying that I didn't like the really, really weird ones. Do I like the larger logo? Yes, I like it very much. My daughter is absolutely obsessed by this. She wants one that says manager underneath, so I've asked Phil if he can do one for her birthday. It's her birthday next week, so she wants one for manager on it. Right, let's do one last giveaway, rather than remembering on the what side the logo's on like I gave it away. Let's do one where the prize is... Pardon me. Let's cancel that. Let's go into there. The prize word, all one word. What is Phil's company? Oh, the text. I didn't realise it was bigger, but yes, I do like that. See, that's the kind of service you get from Elite Logos. I'd have never thought to do that. So if you want to win a hoodie, type that in the chat. That is my right. It probably is mirrored by the way it's going on there. Alright, not his actual company name. You have to type in that or you won't win. Elite Logo, all one word, Elite Logo. His company is Elite Logos for you, but if you type that in the chat, then you'll get a chance to win for it. Everyone gets a chance. This will be completely random. Even Kaylee, you're in this one as well. But you do have to be in the UK. Do not enter if you're not in the UK. If you do enter and you're not in the UK, we'll just roll it again. So it's fine if you do. But, you know. Yes, I was thinking about that. If we could do the... I don't know. We'll talk afterwards, Phil, whether we do some kind of rolling up all the orders into one big order, or if it's easier to just take them as and when they come. If we do hoodies as well, and different colours and all that kind of stuff. So I think we've got just about everyone now. Well, I contemplate what I have to do next. Right, the last few coming in. I think we're about ready to press this one. This is the big prize for the night. Mountain Goldfish, will you have a size big enough for me? Well, they've got a size big enough for me, so you'll be alright. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Jamstar Jam 187. Jamstar Jam 187, you have won the giveaway. Congratulations. I think you're in the UK, if I remember correctly. So you just have to get in touch, send your details along, and we'll get that out to you. But if you would like to see hoodies on the website to be able to buy them, let me know, and if we get enough interest, we'll get them added on as well. So well done, Jamstar Jam. So everyone, I don't know if I said it earlier on because my mind was running away from me. Everyone that won a prize tonight, whether it was the stickers, whether it was the Esha 2000, let me know. Send me an email, send me an email on Instagram. No, send me a direct message, send me a Facebook message, anything you want. Just let me know you're the person that won the thing and your address, and we'll get them all sent out to you. I will go and check that you are the person that won, so none of that hoodwinking business. Right, let's give it the last 5 minutes or so. Let's see if we can... Any more questions from anyone? What do you want to know? In terms of sizing, the sizing works quite well. I think with the polos and stuff, I put on a size chart, and it seemed to work quite well with what the actual sizes are. So if you want proper fat bastard, this is the size you want. I think this is 3XL, and that fits my ample frail. That fits my ample frame quite nicely. But yes, so Andy's there asking if you can get in touch with Phil. I would encourage anyone to get in touch with Phil. The quality of the work has been exemplary. I've had stickers, I've had clothes now. It's all been fantastic, and he's been really helpful with the design process as well. Graham, how do I contact you through email? Does it have to be my exact name for Facebook, because I go by my real name on Facebook? Thanks. Just so I can send my address for my stickers. So whatever way you want to get in contact is absolutely fine. Facebook is fine. If you want to email me, it's graham@aquariumadventures.co.uk. I think if you go on my website, there's an email address to get hold of me. He says I am the guy who designed said website, so I should know that. But if not, it's just my name, GRAEME @aquariumadventures.co.uk. Maybe I didn't. What an omission. Okay, maybe I didn't put my email on there, but anyway, it is just graham@aquariumadventures.co.uk. I'll see if I can stick it in the chat. Oh, Jennifer's already done it. God, you're top mod. You're winning. I'll send you some stickers as well, just for being the best mod. In fact, all the mods get stickers. Yay! Graham's drunk. All the mods, let me know your details. I'll send you some stickers. It's the least you can do for having to put up with this shambles. Have we got anyone else who is streaming tonight, other than because I think we've done the same person the last 2 weeks, haven't we? Let's have a look and see who's out and about. The thing is, I don't follow that many people, so I always find it hard to see who's streaming. Well, I can't tell because my YouTube page won't even load up. That's handy. Oh yeah, there you go. Aquarium Adventures is streaming. Yes, we know that, Graham. Any regrets, mistakes when keeping fish? Maybe a bigger subject for another stream, but we've made a few. Yeah, luckily my YouTube channel is me documenting all the many mistakes I've made. I started my YouTube channel as a way of documenting fish growth and things like that. So, here's these fish that I've bought, and then I would film them once a month for a number of months, just so as I could see the difference, because I was finding it hard to tell if they were growing or not by looking at them, because you see them every day. But then I started making mistakes, I started doing stupid things, and I'd film them just so as I could remind myself not to do it the next time. But then I found other people going, I've just seen this and I've done that myself, thanks, I've managed to avoid this because I've seen your video. So I always thought it was a really useful thing to film my mistakes and show how it's just... And I know a lot of other fishy YouTubers, and I guess all kinds of YouTubers, I know a lot of YouTubers don't share their mistakes because they want to come across as perfect, and they want to come across as the this is how you do everything, I'm an authority and all these things and all these matters. But I've always been much more of a welcome. This week I've done this stupid thing. This is how you can avoid doing the same stupid thing. So I thought that was always a good way to present my channel and present my content, as everyone's the same. We all make mistakes. Nobody's infallible. Pardon me. So yeah, I have made loads of mistakes. I've had... most of mine have been flooding related, and that's most of the human mistakes I've made have been flooding things, leaving taps on, all that kind of stuff. So anything you can do to automate anything is, I think that's had the biggest effect on me, and I've flooded fewer rooms by doing that. Pardon me. Oh dear. We should raid some random makeup channel. Yeah, well, do you remember a few weeks ago when we raided, I can't remember what I'm rubbish with names. The look of confusion on their faces when everyone kept saying, "Hi, we're here from Aquarium Adventures." I'd be like, what the what's going on with this? Questioned by an elephant at 22:58. What? It's not got timestamps on. How am I meant to tell what that is? Elephant. I don't see an elephant. Elephant, there it is. Thoughts on CChem Matrix? I've used CChem Matrix for years. I have a few bags of it in my sump, in my main tank. Off the deep, that's it. Off the deep end aquatics, was it? Yeah. CChem Matrix, like it. Extremely expensive for what it is. It's essentially just pumice. Pumice. Cichlid. It's essentially just pumice. It's great. It's a good media. I just think there are off-brand versions of it are just as good and a lot cheaper, I guess, is what my thoughts would be. But there's no reason to say that CChem Matrix is a bad thing. It's a good one. Jamstar Jam has just sent me an Instagram. Hope that's okay. I did get your Instagram email. It's just come up and went beep beep beep. I saw that. What else is going on my mobile telephone? Nope, that's fine. Question by Ice Wallow Cum. Ice Wallow Cum. That's a name and a half. Ice Wallow Cum. I've got to stop repeating things I read. Have you just said that, Jennifer, to make me sound stupid? I'm going to assume you just said that to make me sound stupid. Okay. Stir-by Corey's. Anyone got stir-by? I've got some stir-by. I've been trying in vain to get a breeding project of stir-by Corey's, but it's just not happening. I really need to order a load so as I can get that. Thoughts on twin star sterilizer? What is a twin star sterilizer? Are those little discs? Yes. Never used them. I don't want to say. I've never used them. They've always looked like a bit of a gimmick. I guess I know the science behind them a little bit, but I've just never really got them. So I just don't get it. Hasboris are slightly bigger than pygmies. I concur. Jennifer Graham is drunk, I think. I've only had 3 drinks. I'm not drunk. I'm Scottish, come on. You know I can't speak at the best of times. Don't forget like button. If you become a member you get cool emojis. You do indeed. Anyone keep Pandagaras? Now that's a fish I'd like to keep. I've not had them for a while. I've not seen them for a while, rather. I've never kept them, but they are cool little fish. I'm quite looking forward to keeping some of them. If I ever do move house and get a big massive fish room, I'll definitely get some of them. Have you ever used Biohome Ultimate Filter Biomedia? I have. I sell Biohome Ultimate Filter Biomedia. We're out of stock at the moment, but yeah. Again, very expensive for what it is, but it's a good media, and if you get it to work for you, if you use it in a way that you can get kind of slow flow going through it, you can get, or I have got denitrifying. I have been able to denitrify my water with it. If nothing else, it's an extremely good media, but it's very expensive, but it is an extremely good media. There are lots of extremely good cheap medias. That's just a very good expensive one. So yeah, I really like it. Size and colour, Graham, if asked about hoods, also zip or pull over for prize winners. Okay, yep, if you get in touch with me, if you are the hoodie winner, let me know all those things. Twin Star Sterilizer is basically snake oil, not proven. Yeah, I didn't want to say that because I've not looked into it so much. I get the science behind it, that it should do those things. But yeah, no. Graham, have you heard of the anyone... I love Pandagara, so cute. Kept them though. Never kept them though. Need to get up earlier in the morning to catch me out. You don't really, you just need to catch me in a bit where I need to read something quickly. Don says, I had 4 Cories, now 8. I think there's a couple of breeding pairs in the community tank. That Cories are really good, I've found, for breeding in the past, until I decided I wanted to breed a load of them. Then they immediately stopped. But they're kind of egg scatterers, or not scatterers as such, because they lay sticky eggs on the glass and things like that. So you can actually get in, scrape the eggs off with a credit card or something like that, and put them into a breeding cube or another tank, so as you know they don't get eaten. And then you've got your own little breeding project there. You don't have to worry about predation and things like that from other fish in the community tank. They do really well that way. But yeah, I've just Stairbyes, I've not really managed to get them going, and then the numbers have dwindled, and also they're bloody expensive, I've noticed as well. I wanted to buy a load, and I think the cheap, I was looking on Tropco a week or 2 ago for Stairbyes, just to see, because I couldn't find any from a proper wholesaler or anything like that, so I thought, I'll go and have a look on Tropco. Because I remember buying something like a dozen, that was a good few years ago, for about like 20 quid or something like that. But yeah, £9.50 for a Stairby Corridora from Tropco. I mean, I like them, but not that much. Unless I'm selling them, then I'd like them that much. Almost, Scott. You almost got me. Yeah, not quite. Thoughts on Seachem, fluorite, or other clay-based substrates for planted tanks? I've tried quite a few substrates, different substrates. I quite like the pumice type ones. So I'm now going to immediately forget the name of all of them. So all these tanks, for instance, all have the one that I'm thinking of but can't remember. Eco-Complete, that's the one. Get there in the end. Eco-Complete was my favourite for quite a while, but I found that a lot of the recent tanks that I've put together have been dirtied tanks, so just using regular old compost from the garden centres, capped with sand or gravel or whatever it is you want to cap it with. And they've done just as well, if not better, than Eco-Complete and the fluorites. Fluorites and the JBL one, which name escapes me as well. I mean, they're good, they're fine, they work, again, they do fine, but I think I wasted a bag trying to clean it, when you shouldn't ever try. And there's also, they properly kick up dust and mud, and they're a bit of a pain for things that dig, but I just didn't see any great benefit over and above just regular compost. So are Tropco okay to order? Are Tropco okay to order livestock from? Yes, I have ordered livestock many times from Tropco. I've always been fairly happy with what we get from them. I was quite surprised that they didn't send their boxes as insulated boxes. So whenever I've ordered fish online, they usually come in poly boxes with heat pads and all that kind of stuff. Tropco, just plain old cardboard box. But they do fill it up. So if you don't fill up a whole box, they'll send you empty bags of water. So I guess just packing it out with like warm bags of water does a similar sort of job. Ever heard of the naked Vladimir cuts his cock off? Simon would recommend Tropco. Yes, I would recommend them. No problem with them. What's the best food you've used to enhance colours? Oh, I should really have some product placement ready on the go here. My krill flake. It's an excellent colour enhancing food. Krill flake and bug flake. Available on aquariumadventures.co.uk. Yeah, anything krill. Krill seems to do really well at enhancing colours. I do sell some sticky foods. Which I don't have any colour ones at the moment, but I do have them in stock. I just don't have any bags made up. But these sticky pellets, I sell a colour enhancing sticky pellet like this. You just stick it in the tank, and it's good for taking pictures of your fish and stuff like that as well. There's a colour enhancing version of that seems to do quite well, but really the krill flakes, nothing's going to beat that. I've always found that to do, but not just with red foods, but definitely. Graham, I want to be the first to add a sticker to my sticker wall. Once I get a load of my own ones made, I plan to sticker swap with everyone. Very good. Yeah, like I said earlier, loads of people reached out to me in the last couple of weeks wanting to do sticker swaps with me and promising to send me stickers. Not one bloody sticker has turned up from anyone. It's a proper scam. But I'm sure, Andy, you will send your stickers. Aquarium Analytic just sent message on Facebook about my stickers. No problem, I'll have a look at that. Thoughts on ChemiPure Blue on improving water quality and clarity. Never used it. Don't know, sorry. I do know a couple of people who swear blind on ChemiPure products and say it's great stuff, but I've just never had the chance to use it, I'm afraid. Great stuff, Biohome. It is great stuff. I have tons of the stuff. I'll need to get an order in soon. Tips to breed BNPS bristlenose plecos. Have bristlenose plecos, have water, have cave, feed well, job done. In my experience, you don't need more than that, just patience. As long as you give them a couple of options for caves and you have a male and a female, it will happen eventually. I know what you mean by that, because I have struggled in the past to get mine to breed, but you just need to give them time, basically. Endler Fry, love the sticky tabs. Yeah, the sticky tabs are good. The reason I like all the sticky tabs, so I do a tropical one, a colour one, and a spirulina one, is I like the rate at which they break down. So bigger fish can come along and take a chomp out of it, or it will just dissolve slowly, so smaller fish and fry even can just get in and around it. Shrimp, really, the shrimp go mad for it as well, so it does really good. Smith's Fish Room, he's on to us. I didn't even see that one, sorry, did I skip that? I missed a question by Ben. Endler Fly, love sticky tap. Yeah, done that one. Simon has Aquarium Adventures Krill Flake, and the Tetras love it. Yeah, it's good. It's a good flake. I mean, I call it a krill flake. It's not actually got that much krill in it. I do think that krill is something that's overused a little bit too much. So my krill flake does have krill in it, but it's got lots of other things in it as well that are colour enhancing. I should probably call it the colour enhancing flake, but 'tis what it is. Sorry. Callum went looking for the. I went looking for the comment as well. All my dry food, eating fish, love the krill flakes. Yeah, well, you have got quite the collection of dry food now. I think you've got my whole range now, Kaylee. There's probably a few you haven't got. Save that for next week, eh? I'll send you a sticker, Graham, and need more Biohome. Oh, I'll need to get an order in for some Biohome. I don't think I've got much left at the moment. Welsh Weeks, am I the only one who never gets issues with cloudy water, etc.? It's always crystal clear. I obviously do regular water changes and maintenance. Show off. I think you've probably tempted the beast now. You're going to wake up tomorrow and see a bio bloom in your tanks. I mean, most of the time, I don't have problems with cloudy water or anything like that. I think a lot of people get worried by cloudy water because it's a new tank and it goes through that kind of bacterial bloom stage and they go, what the hell's happening here? But no, it's once you've got an established tank, it's usually quite well. As long as you've got enough filtration, enough turnover of your tank. Yeah, I don't think many people struggle with cloudy water. I guess there's the whole from what's a normal tank to a very clear tank to some of the floating in air tanks that you see. So my discus tank quite often looks like it's a floating in air tank, but that's purely because the amount of turnover and the amount of filtration I've got in there, it's predisposed to that. If you're running quite a big tank, you've only got a canister filter and you haven't changed it for a couple of weeks, yeah, you're going to get there a little bit. Fishmank, yes, I managed to go for a pee, so we lasted a little bit longer, but we are cutting it off soon. What's the postage cost for cherry shrimp? I can't remember, if I'm completely honest. I'm still doing express shipping only at the moment, and I don't actually think I've got any cherry shrimp in stock. I do actually, so I might have to update the stock levels, but just with the whole COVID-19 stuff, I used to post fish first class because I used the small parcel one, and first class would generally get there the next day, and on the odd occasion it'd be 2 days. But I posted a few out. It's probably a couple of months back now. I posted a few out where they were taking 5 days, 6 days. Thankfully, I didn't get any losses. But while that's happening, I'm only doing the priority shipping, so the guaranteed next day. So that's about £16, I think it is, something like that. But that's as many as you can fit into a box, £16. Shrimp's a bit easier because you can fit a lot more shrimp into a single bag, but there's a weight limit on it as well, so if it goes over 2 kilos it becomes £26, so it all kind of stacks up, but you generally get 6 bags of fish for £16. I think it was £9 when it's not the priority shipping option. So I'm quite pally with my postal worker friend that comes to my door every other day, and he lets me know when it calms down a little bit that I can start to drop it back and use the first class again. But for a while they were really struggling because I think the postal service had a lot of people that were affected by COVID. Either they were shielding or sick or looking after someone that was sick or homeschooling or whatever the case may be, so there wasn't the infrastructure there. So unless you shipped the priority mail, the 24-hour one, it could take 3-4 days, and I just wasn't willing to take that risk, I'm afraid. Hopefully we'll get back there soon though. The cherry shrimp are out of stock on the website at the moment. They are. What I do with the cherry shrimp is basically I let them sit for a while to build up my colony, and I'll usually buy a new shipment of shrimp myself so as I can mix up the genetics a bit and make sure they get a chance to interbreed before I then send them out. We're very nearly at that point again, so I might be putting them back on soon. Smith's Fish Room, I would happily stay here all night. Oh jeez, you guys. Are we pulling an all-nighter? We are definitely not. I've not even had my dinner yet. I need to go and eat at some point. This doesn't just maintain itself, you know. Big time fish keeper. Don't forget my stickers this time. What do you mean? You say, have I missed it? Oh, you've just placed an order for the sticky tabs food. Please don't forget me. Oh yes, I did promise to send you some stickers. You will, any orders now from now on, while we have stock, we'll get some free stickers. Don't you worry. If you live in Doncaster and you're willing to come and get them, then shipping is free. Big time fish keepers. I've moved to Fluval canister filters. Never had an issue with water since. Fluval's probably my favourite brand. It's like, I've had a FX5. I've tried the 306, 406, 206 for customer tanks and things like that, and I've never had a problem with Fluval. They've been one of my favourite brands. Dinner, it's 23:21 exactly. So if you think I needed a pee badly earlier, think how hungry I am. Right, I'm going to count down the last couple of minutes. Anyone's got any urgent questions, ask them quick. Otherwise, we're going to go and raid someone. If you can think of anyone to raid, let me know in the comments, because for some reason it won't let me type in other links to other channels. If I can look, I've still got 46 people viewing. I can't believe people will put up with this. I guess you're a captive audience. Once this lockdown's over, you'll all be out in the pub on Friday night, won't you? I'll need to move my time to like 12 o'clock, so you just leave your live stream running all night, and you can I can rake in the money. Can we get a rundown on why it's so crap delivering fish to Northern Ireland? It's Boris's fault. Yeah, Brexit has definitely put a kibosh on some of my business plans. How long have you been keeping fish? Seriously, for, I don't know, how old am I now? 40 something. I think I got, so probably about 13 years, something like that, properly. Properly. When it's been more than one tank and things like that. But I had fish when I was younger, and here, there and everywhere, and then we had a reptile phase where me and the missus got into snakes and lizards and things like that. Closer to breakfast. Well, hopefully I'll get a long lie tomorrow, and then it won't be closer to breakfast. Not had one of them in months. Scott's question, do you cull your shrimp? I'm yet to keep shrimp, and I'm genuinely wondering. I generally don't. Unless I find something or see something which is clearly out of order or funky, as I would call it, and then I will tend to feed it to one of the other shrimp, one of the other fish. But no, I'm not breeding my shrimp to be show winners or to be class A 111 style shrimp. They're just basically they're cherry shrimp. I try and mix them around and keep the genetics fresh and all that kind of stuff. 43, thank you, Jennifer. I will remember that. Reptile phase, not erectile. So I don't really, I don't cull. So with all my fish, I will only cull something if I see it's got a problem. And generally, it's not too much of a big deal, so I haven't had to really do it. We're all coming to Sheffield to get you drunk. Oh, when this bloody thing's over, we should definitely have a night out, and anyone in the vicinity, where we can try and organise a meet up where we can all go and have a night out together. That would be good, wouldn't it? Remember the days when we used to be able to do things like night outs? Don't forget my extra stickers. Yeah, I won't forget them. Pardon me. Comes to us all in our 40s. And oh god, I feel so old. I literally went to the shop earlier on. The shop's maybe a 5-minute walk from here, and my wife asked me for 2 things, and I got to the shop and I had no idea what she wanted. I had to phone her back and say, what was it we're getting? Wait till you get past 50. Well, I'm a Glaswegian by birth, so if I get past 50, I think I get an award from the Queen, because that's technically old age. Right, people, I'm calling it there. my belly just made a noise that I haven't heard for quite a while. So I'm going to sign off. I'm going to thank you all very much for joining me. Phil says, what does Mrs. K think of your fish keeping? She likes it. I think she likes it mostly because I do everything. I think in other hobbies in the past where I've got into something and then kind of wandered off and she's been left with 2 dogs to walk or a cat to feed or whatever it is. Not that I wanted a cat, stupid bloody cat. But I do all the fish maintenance and all that kind of stuff, so it's really good. Right, folks, good night. I'm going to leave you there. I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you very much for everyone who's joined tonight. Thank you for everyone who has taken part in the competitions. If you have and you're still here, make sure you make sure you send me your address and all that good stuff. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for being here. It would be a very strange experience if I was doing this to nobody, so at least you're all here. And we'll see you next week. I'm going to try and do this every week. I've got to make the most of it while you've got this captive audience and you've got nowhere else to go. So